my family tripping about this kid. So I was like, my mother the other day, she tried to have a little heart-to-heart with me. She was like, hey, what happened if you run out of time? That's their thing right now. My family don't care about a career. They just want me to have a family. That's their number one goal for me. So I was like, if I run out of time, don't have kids, I'm just going to catch me a flight over to Somalia and pick me up 2 kids. Come back with a whole goddamn family. Because I don't want American kids. There's a lot of kids in America that need to be adopted, but I don't like American kids because the mentality. If I could use one word to describe American kids' parents, it would be ungrateful. You get these kids the world, they want more, don't they? They want to know when the next time you get paid. Like, God damn. That's why I'm eating in the car right now. To hide from y'all. See, when I go over there and get my kids from Somalia, I want child soldiers. Because a lot of parents, you'll kill for your kids, right? Yeah, but will your kids kill for you? No, they won't. He said, yeah, so your kids will kill for you. If my mama, somebody caught us in the alley and said, hey, bitch, one of y'all gonna go out, you know what? I'd be like, Ma, it's been nice knowing you. It's been good. You lived your life. You made it 57 years. I'm gonna run now, and I'll be back after the death. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Why would your kids die for you? They here tonight? Call your son on the phone, daughter. Let's crack the case right now. Y'all want to crack this? Call one of your kids. Whichever one you think die for you, we going to call him right now. Look at him shaking his shit, he got 2 phones trying to figure out which number they going to answer from. If they don't answer the phone, you know you dead, right? You already done died. They ain't answer the goddamn phone. Look at him. He trying to figure out how you don't know your kid's number on speed dial? He's searching hard. How many kids you got? 4, yeah. Only one of them, yeah. Yeah, that's your daughter right there? Yeah, let me hold that up. She ain't answering. Hey, what's up?
What is this?
This your daddy friend. I'm about to take your daddy out right now. Will you take it? Will you take the bullet for him, or should I just take him out right now? Y'all see that? She laughs. She's like, oh. Your daddy, your daughter look like she'll turn you in, let you die for a lace front wig. I just prove your kids ain't shit right now. People always want to lie. My kids will take a bullet from me. She laughs. She didn't say, are you serious? What's going on? Is this a joke? She said, ha ha. That's fucked up. Go ahead and take her ass up out the wheel. Oh, shit. I miss men being aggressive, though. Y'all miss that, ladies? You get a lot of men still hit on you nowadays? Oh, well, damn. She said, I do. Bitch, you ever sleep on me, ho? You see these goddamn titties. And this Diana Ross dress. We out here getting all my kids are grown. You look like you fucking they friends. Men used to be aggressive, though. I don't know what happened to y'all dog, boy. Boy, y'all done turned into, like, I don't know. Men used to, everywhere I went, I count on a man to be like, hey! But, boy, y'all let that go. Let me hear your mating call now. You single. I'm calling the goddamn police. You hear me? Ay. Did you just do some cute shit? You still approach women? You do? Yeah. What's your approach? You say what? How you doing? That's just it. Remember, men used to be like, yo, baby girl, what's up with you? You be like, nothing. They be like, yeah, you coming home with me tonight. Y'all remember that shit? But men nowadays, y'all done got scary, boy. It's because the world got sensitive. So nowadays, men walking up to women saying, hey, how you doing, beautiful, can be borderline sexual harassment depending on the environment. Ain't that right, fellas? Yeah, all the fellas that say, yeah, they usually sexually harass a little bit. Yeah, I'm sick of these. All I said was, your ass is fat, and now I'm in the office. She shouldn't have came to work with all that ass. Like, sir, you need to be focused on your work. Why you? Don't look at me. But I hate to tell fellas, though, sometimes, it get hard out here. The reason why some women are starting to feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean? And I hate to tell you, fellas, if you've ever been accused of making a woman feel uncomfortable, if you've ever been called creepy or a weirdo, it's because of one 4-letter word, just 4 letters. You ugly. So nothing make a woman feel more uncomfortable than an ugly ass. You be like, damn, am I down that bad? I had a homeless man was like, hey, baby girl, I'm coming home with you. I was like, no, sir, I will fucking stab you. You want to be homeless and stabbed in a tent? Fellas don't even understand that shit. Harvey Weinstein called you up to a hotel room. You like, oh, hashtag me too. Idris Elba call you up to that same hotel room. You like, hey, hashtag me next. Then you gonna tell all your friends, bitch, I just Idris. Harvey Weinstein over there. You like, sir, officer, that is him. He's ugly. He touched me. I'm in a relationship now. I'm happy about that because I was single for 5 years. And ladies, you got to be careful being single for too long because I was single for 5 years. I started to turn into the man that I always wanted. Oh, yeah, I was opening car doors, buying drinks. I was lying. I was a great liar, But I'm in a relationship now, and it feels good. But I'm starting to realize, being that I'm in a relationship as I'm older, I lack patience. Yeah. And I realized something about men recently, is that men are very vague. They give vague answers. Yeah, you ask a man a question, he gonna give you a one-word answer. Because women, we're totally opposite. We're very detailed. You ask us a question, we're gonna give you information you need now or in the future. I asked my boyfriend the other day a very simple question. I was like, how was work? He said, good. Come to find out, somebody got shot at the job. I had to hear this from somebody else. I was like, somebody got shot at your job? He was like, I didn't get shot, so it was good. I was like, you didn't want to talk about this? What? Because as a woman, I wouldn't even make it to my car. I'll be in the parking lot dodging bullets like, they shooting everybody, baby, but I'm on my way home. They like, this bitch. That's why I don't even trust a man if he's too detailed. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's very suspicious. If you ask a man a question and he start over-explaining, I get very suspicious. The other day, my boyfriend, he came home late, I wasn't even interrogating him, just asking a question. I said, oh, you came home a little late. Where were you? And he was like, I went to the store. I went inside, and I realized I didn't have enough change, so I went back to the car to grab some change. And then when I went back inside the store, it was a line. And I was like, oh, shit. I looked down. I was like, my baby's favorite bag of chips. I was like, should I get them? But you on a diet. And I was like, oh, okay. That's kind of lengthy an answer, huh? I was like, where was the bitch at, huh? Was she in the line with you or was she in the car? Matter of fact, let's go to the store and run the cameras because we're going to find this bitch tonight. Why you so detailed all of a sudden? And I thought men were just vague with women just to keep us on our toes, keep us guessing. But men are actually vague with other men. Men don't ask other men questions. For what? They don't need to know him. My boyfriend, I asked him a question. I said, hey, your homeboy Michael, where does he work at? Just being nosy. He was like, I don't know. I was like, how long have y'all been friends? He was like, 15 years. I was like, y'all been friends for 15 years and you don't know where he work at? He was like, no, I like the Lakers. He like the Lakers. That's good enough. And that's how men bond over sports. They don't need to know you. That's why every serial killer, they always interview his friends like, oh my God, did you know he was killing people? And the friend is always like, no, I never knew. I thought he was a stand-up guy. Every time he talked to the serial killer, his blood on his hands, rope tied around his wrist. He like, oh shit, I just thought he liked to go fishing. I thought he was a fisherman. That's why I have a hard time with the Bible, yeah. Did you know all the passages in the Bible were written by men? Did y'all know that? Women didn't write any passages in the Bible. She said true, yeah. They didn't take our submissions at all. Yeah, because we're too detailed. If men only wrote in the Bible, to me, the Bible lacks a lot of detail. You mean to tell me Jesus was hanging out with hoes and he ain't fucked none of them? That sounds like a story a man could tell, don't it? Yeah, we was just hanging out with hoes, healing them. I'm like, oh, okay, why them 12 niggas don't like you? That don't. Men are so vague, they only wrote 10 commandments, that's it. That's all they felt we need to be the best human. Do you know if women wrote in the Bible, it would be 2,000 commandments? Every commandment would start with one, and then it'll have subtext like 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. First commandment, thou shalt not talk to another woman. Look at another woman. Heal another woman. Let that bitch die. Yeah, I don't trust that Bible. They say Moses parted the Red Sea. And my mind just said, oh, he was trying to get to another bitch on the other side. I feel like now women should date multiple people at the same time. Do you agree, ladies? Okay, about 3 hoes in the building. Just checking the temperature, you know what I mean? No, I believe women should date multiple people at the same time. And when I say date, I only mean date. I don't mean have sex with. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the reason men find their wives quicker is because they date multiple people and then they find out what they like and don't like. Women, we don't do that. We tend to date one person for 10 years. Then the next thing we know, we're in San Diego in a garage doing stand-up in front of 75 people because shit didn't go well. You know what I mean? Right before I decided that my boyfriend was who he was gonna be, that was gonna be my life partner, you know? I was dating 2 people, and the other guy, he was actually in first place, you know? Because of one thing. You said, damn, yeah, but he was, yeah. Yeah, 3rd date in, he opened his wallet. I took a glance. I was like, okay. Because listen, I'm in my 30s, I'm looking. And when he opened his wallet, he had Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I was like, this is my husband. I can tell he got good insurance. He got on Viagra Blue. I love it, yeah. Yeah, when I saw his insurance, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm gonna get some x-rays. I'm gonna get some checkups. Get turned on by insurance. But the thing nowadays, people overshare, and I don't like that. Yeah, people lay all their cards out on the table. I remember back in the day, people didn't lay their cards on the table. No, you had to be locked into a lease. 12 months locked in. 2 months in, you find out he got a wife and kids. You like, oh shit, I never knew. Guess we got another 10 months to figure this out. But nowadays, people putting all their cards on the table. Yeah, and this guy, he decided to let me know what was going on with him. He said, hey, I just want to open up to you and just let you know I have a seafood allergy. And I was like, wow, you's a bitch. Because I don't feel like men should have allergies past the age of 7. You know what I mean? You a man now, my boy. Grow some hair on your chest. He was like, I would love to take things to the next level. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Because I can't date anybody I can easily kill. You know what I mean? Because if you cheat on me, you going to wake up covered in shrimp. That's too easy. You mean tell me all I got to do is go to the store, get a $4.99 bag of shrimp, dump that on your face, you wake up like, I'm standing in the door with an EpiPen like, yeah, won't you call that bitch, see if she can come save your life, huh? Cheater. I need you to make murder tough for me, like I got to go to the gun store, get a background check, fail. I feel like this year I'm heading towards marriage, too. Yeah. So me and my boyfriend had a discussion. He was like, yeah, are you open to lab diamonds? Yeah, the new thing nowadays is lab-grown diamonds, and they are beautiful. They shine. They all look like crisp diamonds. And I told him, no, I don't like trans diamonds. I like my diamonds natural. Blood diamonds, you know what I mean? Oh, my diamonds that have a little period. Thank you to the 2 people that got that joke. All right, y'all, I'm Daphnique Springs. Thank you very much.